A few thoughts on posture and its importance during meditation. You can easily meditate while sitting in a chair, which makes it quite nice for trying to get a quick meditation in at work or even while traveling. To get in the right position to meditate in a chair, sit with your back straight, with your feet flat. They should form a 90-degree angle with your knees. And you might want to scoot to the edge of the chair. Sit up as straight as you can comfortably so that your head and your neck are in line with your spine. Almost every single meditation tradition emphasizes that if at all possible, you want to sit up straight so your head and your neck are in a line with your spine, going straight up and down. You can place a pillow behind your lower back or your neck, whatever you need to do to be comfortable. And if you just can't sit like that, that's fine. You can try one of the other positions. And if you aren't sure what to do with your hands, you can rest them on your knees or place them in your lap. So now let's talk about options for standing meditation. If you're more comfortable standing, that's fine. To do this, stand tall with your feet about shoulder width apart. Shift your feet so that your heels turn slightly inward and your toes are pointing slightly away from each other. This helps with balance. And once you're in that position, you can ever so slightly bend your knees just so they're not locked and rigid. Try to sense that your body is rooted down through your feet. And for added relaxation, place your hands on your belly so that you can feel your breath moving in and out. Or you can leave your hands at your side or in a prayer position. Some people like to meditate in a kneeling position. One advantage of this pose is that it's easier to keep your back straight. To do this, rest on the floor on bent knees. Your shins should be flat on the floor with your ankles below your butt, and you can place a cushion anywhere you need to be comfortable. You shouldn't feel pain when you're in this position. If you do, try a different position, because you need to be able to focus on your meditation and not be bothered constantly by the pain. So another popular option for meditating, and some people have no other option, is you might find it easier to relax and really get into it if you're laying down. And this way your body is totally supported and you're probably the most comfortable. So to do this, just lie on your back with your arms extended. Your feet should be ideally about hip distance apart, and your toes turned out slightly to the sides. But again, if this is uncomfortable, modify the pose to support your lower back or whatever else you need. You can place a pillow underneath your knees or behind your shoulder, whatever you need to do to be comfortable. Posture is essential to meditation, and I think if you just experiment with it a little bit, you will see what I mean, especially if you experiment with how you feel when you sit up perfectly straight versus when you don't. But be kind and take a flexible approach with yourself. Start your practice in a position that comes naturally to you, and then experiment with other positions.